So the question is, why are so many illegal immigrants flooding into the UK and none of them being deported? The UK has one of the lowest levels of deportations, again, excluding voluntary deportations, right? The lowest level of forced deportations, in fact, I think it is the lowest, in Europe. Yet the constant excuse they give is, well, the UK is part of the ECHR and that's why we can't, deport them. Guess what? All of Europe is part of the ECHR, even Switzerland, and yet they deport more than the UK. So what is the reason? Well, you guessed it. The reason is Muslim judges and the entire thread of Islam in the UK. I've done this before. I explained to you. It's one giant thread. You've got the Muslim judges that allow them to give whatever stupid excuse they want. We have one guy who joined a terror group prohibited in this country. He joined it on purpose to then go to the tribunal and say, I can't go back because I'm part of a terrorist organization, so they'll put me in prison. Then you have another one who they have regularly marriages with English women on paper and say, I have a right to a family life. Then you have the Christians, they're supposedly now Christian, they can't go back to their Islamic country. And then you have finally, the most absurd ones we've been having lately is my kid likes the taste of English McDonald's chicken nuggets and not foreign chicken nuggets, so therefore he was allowed to stay. So it's absurd twisting of the ECHR rules in order to keep them here by the Muslim or woke judges. Can be both, they're both the same. One's an enabler and one is the same thing. So either of those, and that is the judiciary. Great. Then you have the Home Office that actively, they're the ones who promoted legal migration, right? And they're the ones who give the secrets of how to do legal migration. GB News, fantastic report, just said a huge amount of these illegal migrants are by halal butchers and Islamic things. We have 981 visa applications from one halal butcher. 981. Yeah. Right, that is who's bringing the 1.7 million per year, 1.7 million per year, mainly from Pakistan, Nigeria, India, right? Those are the ones who are bringing them into the UK using their game system. The Home Office is Muslim, the Justice Secretary is Muslim, the mayors of all the towns, of all the cities, London, Birmingham, all Muslim. Okay? I hope you're understanding this. Home Office, the judiciary, everyone. Then you have the head of who's leading the party, the Keir Starmer Labour Party, but who's really in charge? Lord Ali. And who's the main opposition? It's Reform. But who's the head of that? Zeeo. So you have the opposition and the current government headed by or chaired by a Muslim. And then they build everything around them. And people have been telling me in my comments, oh, how dare you give up? We're not going to get Sharia. Why do you say that? Guys, it's time to face reality. You can't change this whole system. The whole system has been taken. The NHS has been conquered. I have friends who, the second they got a Muslim manager, he brings in more Muslim. He doesn't hire anyone else. That's all he's bringing in. This is the one thing that they have. It's actually the main stipulation in Islam is the ummah. The ummah is the community. That is the main stipulation. You're part of one big family, right? So obviously you're going to hire your family first. You're going to help your family first. That is the way it is. That is the main principle, in fact, of Islam. So you want to tell me one person in that department and one person who doesn't talk in that department and one manager here who's separate from the other one is going to conquer an entire chain, an entire community? No, you're not going to. And now with the Muslim judges bringing in these people, the Home Office saying, no, there's no problem here. Bringing them in, the Justice Ministry, no, you can't go and sue them, you've got to keep them here. It's over, and it's only going to get worse as the population rate gets worse. And so that's the reason why the UK is completely finished. It has no hope. And I don't want to hear you can put your comments all you want here, please go ahead. But that's it. You just have to accept it. It's just going to get worse. The birth rate, the white birth rate is less than half. the Muslim birth rate is more than 2.1. That's all you need to see, just population. And forget that the immigration is 90% Muslim. And that's 1.7 million a year. And the people leaving, the 700,000, are mainly white. So it's just rapid finishing off of the country. Just like Lebanon was formerly a Christian country and is now a Muslim country, and that happened between the 1970s and 1990s. In just 20 years that happened. So too, it will happen to the UK. Sorry.